Hey, what's good, faithful? It's your boy AB from the Bay to LA. Just wanted to tap in with y'all, do a little post game recap, see how we feeling, talk about a few things, and talk about our future. But before we do all that, do me a favor, man. I don't never really ask for this, but I'm gonna start doing it because I'm hearing that's what I need to do. I need y'all to like, subscribe, comment to the page. Help me out, guys. I'm just trying to get it in. I'm a new guy to the YouTube world, so any like, any subscription, I greatly appreciate it. I really do. Because I'm not in this for the monetary reasons. I have a 9 to 5, which is why I'm making this video way later than I'd like to. But I have a 9 to 5. So I'm not looking to leave that job, but I'm looking to talk to my peoples about my Niners and do what we do. So look, let's get into it, right? 49ers. Rams versus the 49ers. I was there, had a very good seat. Me and my homeboy went, had very good seats. So we got to see the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? So that's what we're going to talk about right now. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I also know we've had some injury news and updates coming out. So I'm going to touch on those as well. But we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of this game in SoFi. And I'm not going to talk about the good first. I'm going to talk about that last because I want to end this on a positive note, right? We want to end this on a positive note. So that's what we're going to do. So first, we're just going to talk about the bad. Let's get into it. And let's be real. Because if you know me and you follow me on our Facebook 49ers Faithful page, you know I'm very positive. I rarely criticize or go in on our players. And I said it 100 times. I don't do that because I can't do their job. It's hard for me to criticize and go in on people when I know I can't do their job. And I know I have no idea how they do their job. So I don't go in on players. I don't go in on coaches. I just don't do it. I laugh at other teams and make fun of them. But I don't do that with my team because I know I don't. I don't, I can't go out there and do it. My thing is, if you got a lot of criticism and you feel a certain way, well, let me see you do it. And if you can't, then chill out. It's fair to criticize, but just chill out a little bit. So let's just get into it. The good, the bad, the ugly. And we're going to start with the bad. And before we start with the bad, I just want to say, and I've been saying this as well for a while. Not for a while, but for a couple months. This is the last stand. This is it for the 49ers with the current roster that we have. We had a roster of the Avengers, and that's why we should have won the Super Bowl last year. We were fully healthy. Every opportunity to come out of there with a ring, and we didn't, so now we have to face the consequences. People talk about Super Bowl hangover. Well, here we are. I wasn't so sure we would face one, but because of injuries, yes, here we are. Okay? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the bad. Our defense. Our defense. And there's several layers to that. So I'm going to try to keep it. I don't want to go into too much depth, but I'm going to try to keep it surface level. But our defense, right? You have Joey Bosa that I feel has not lived up to his contract this year. Last year it was a slow start. He held out. He came in and he didn't get the sacks we'd like to see. But he did get a lot of pressures and he was very efficient. And we're 3 games in. He has two sacks that he got against the Minnesota Vikings. So that was really good and but I'm just trying to understand, where is Bosa at? Where is all the pressure that he was putting on his quarterbacks a few years ago? We're not getting it, and I don't want to talk too much about the Vikings game because that was, a couple weeks ago. It's more about the Rams games right now. But even in that game, he got his 2 sacks, and I appreciate that. But outside of that, when you look at the Jets game and then you look at the Rams game, I just feel like he left a lot on the field. He left a lot of opportunities out there. Like Matt Stafford was dropping back a lot, and For the most part, he didn't get a lot of pressure on him, and that to me is a problem. They were missing a lot of players. Especially on their offensive line, and we couldn't get more than like one or two. I don't even know, maybe 3 sacks. So for me, that's frustrating. We need Bosa to get it together and step it up. He did have, like I said, he had a 2-sack game against the Vikings, but outside of that, what's going on, man? We need you, man. And I believe you in Bosa. I don't know what's going on. I can't tell you, the why or why he's not getting to the quarterback more often. But going forward, we're gonna need more out of Bosa. You know what I mean? And going with the defense as well. Javarius Ward, he was all pro, but to me, he's looking a little slow right now, and I think it's because he's injured. You guys got to remember, he was questionable going into the Rams game. So it's admirable that he was questionable and he still played, because he's clearly hampered right now. He's clearly hampered. He's one of the better cornerbacks in the league, and he had a rough outing last night, especially on that long pass to Tutu Atwell, especially on that one. But I think that has something to do with his injury, and he's not moving as fast as he'd like. He's just not where he'd like to be. So sometimes that happens. And so, fans get on our players like, oh, man, what are you doing, man? And same thing with Nick Bosa, as I'm speaking on that, and I wanted more out of him. He was questionable as well. He had a rib injury. But, I guess as fans, when we see them suit up, we just expect them to play at 100%. But I guess we also have to understand that if they're not 100%, these are the performances they may put out. And we've seen some not so great performances so well. So keep that in mind. You know what I mean? And I'll try to keep that in mind too. But it's frustrating. We're frustrated. So, who knows how we're going to feel and what we're going to think about going forward, because we are frustrated right now. And we understand that time is ticking and we are injured and the window is short. I dubbed this season the last stand. You know why? Because we have a lot of players that aren't going to be here next year. We have a lot of great players that we're going to have to say goodbye to. So, with that being said, this is the last stand. We're not going to have this collection of talent going forward. A lot of people got to get paid, especially Brock Purdy. So once he gets paid, that's going to, limit what we can do with our roster. That's just how the game goes. It was fun while he was making $1 million a year, but now it's about to get real next year. And that's why I'm like, it's the last stand. Not the last stand forever, but it's the last stand with these group of guys that we love. We love this team because we've been watching them for about 4 years. We love them. But it's the last stand. And, speaking of the defense and the bad, I got to address some of the bad play calling that our defensive coordinators or whoever's making those calls. We all saw what happened last week, right? We all saw that. Justin Jefferson, 97-yard bomb. We had safeties on him, right? We had 2 safeties guarding the best wide receiver in the NFL on the road. We had 2 safeties guarding him. That's coaching. That is coaching, guys. I don't know what I don't know how you guys feel about it. Well, I kind of do. I kind of know how y'all feel. Y'all feel how I feel. And that's coaching, man. There's no reason ever 2 safeties that run a 4.6 or slower should be guarding Justin Jefferson. But they did, and they made us pay. But this isn't about that game. This is about the Rams game. Speaking of that, Tutu Atwell, why was he able to get so deep and hit us for a bomb like that? Why? I don't know. I hate to criticize coaching because I'm not a coach. And they're coaching at the highest level in the NFL. They are great at what they do. Don't get it twisted. These coaches that are in the NFL right now are great. That's why they are in the NFL. Now, they may not be as good as some of the other coaches, and they may not be living up to their standards, but don't get it twisted. They are good coaches. So don't disrespect them like that. But I still have questions. Why are we allowing Tutu Atwell? They don't have I'm starting to piss myself off, man, because the Rams do not have route runners right now. They have deep ball getters with Robinson and Atwell. Those guys don't run routes. They go deep. But we allow these guys to do that and beat us deep. I just don't get it. And part of the problem right there is our defensive line. Our defensive line is not showed up. Going into the season, I felt so good about these guys. I felt like we have maybe the best defensive line or top 3, top 5 defensive lines in the league. I really believe that. And here we are week 3, and our defensive line has not shown up. They haven't. Because you know what allows that long, deep pass to Jefferson or yesterday to Tutu? Like, we got to talk about a guy named Tutu. Come on, man. But he beat us deep because our defensive line is not getting there. They're not getting there. I don't even know if I had to ask my boy. Like, we went to the game. I said, man, did Floyd play? Like, I don't even know because I ain't hear his name. I ain't see nothing. Where is he at? Where are you at, Floyd? We signed you and we were ecstatic. Where are you at? We need you, bro. Please come through for us. Bosa, come on. I love you, man. Like, you were one of the first jerseys I bought of this new Niner team that we have. Like, I love Bosa. I was hoping I was gonna do some Bosa shrugs all game. You know what I mean? But I didn't get a chance to do it. So that was disappointing. Our defensive line. And speaking of that, more disappointing news. Javon Hargrave. A lot of people questioned his effort yesterday. And maybe we know why. His effort wasn't where it needed to be. Because he was hurt. He has a torn tricep. He's out for the season. He's gone. He's gone. So now who the hell is going to replace him? Who is going to do that? That's my question. But outside of that, see, the funny thing about this is like, because I pay attention to a lot. I read comments. I go everywhere, and I just educate myself as much as I can about the fans, the haters, and everyone when it comes to Niner content. And a lot of fans were like, oh, Javon Hargrave, he's garbage. He's trash. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't shown up for us, right? Which, to a degree, I can agree with you. But then he goes out and we talk about it, and I say, oh, Hargrave is out. He's done for the season. Fans are like, oh my God, we're done. We're done. We're done for the season too. We're not gonna do anything. So what is it? Is Hargrave trash, or or him being done for the season devastating? Which one is it? I'm in the middle because he's a threat that teams have to account for. But now that he's injured, who the hell's going to fill his place? I don't know, man. We're in a tough spot. We are in a tough spot. And, speaking of our defensive line, a lot of y'all that follow the 49ers Faithful page, y'all follow me, and y'all understand that I'm for real about this. And one of the things I brought up today, I don't know how serious this is or how real, but I brought up Hassan Reddick. Our defensive line is looking a little shaky. Lloyd's not playing out. I understand Hassan Reddick wants a lot of money. But hey, can we get him for a year? Can we get him for a rental? If you want that money, Hassan, and no one's willing to give it to you, how about you take a little trade, come to the Niners, we pay you for this year, prove it if you want the money. Kind of like Chase Young. He did the same thing, and he didn't prove it. But he's in New Orleans, and they're looking good, even though they're 2-1. They're looking good. So that's what I want to see. I want to see us give a shot at Hassan Reddick. I don't know if we can get him. I don't think we will. But at this point, man, I don't give a damn. Get somebody. Just get anybody and everybody you can get, because this is the last stand. And sign him to I don't think that'll happen, but sign him to just for the rest of the year, or sign him to a 3-year contract. Nothing guaranteed. See what you do this year, then we'll maybe guarantee it if you do something and get rid of Lloyd. Because where the hell is Lloyd? I I heard so much about how great Lloyd was and how durable he is and how he's done this and done that, and I was with it. And now I'm looking like, where are you, bro? Where you at? Where you at? We need you. So that's the bad right now, okay? The defense. The defensive line, and people are trying to say that the cornerbacks or our secondary, isn't doing their job as well. And I get that to a degree, but for me, if the defensive line does their damn job, the cornerbacks will be able to do their job. But when you give people 4 or 5 seconds to throw the ball, or 3 seconds, and when you start doing that and allowing a Matthew Stafford, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, let me say that again, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, you allow Matthew Stafford all that time, I don't give a damn who he has. He can put me out there. He's going to find somebody open. I'll be out there catching it. Because if you give him that much time, that's what's going to happen. And we saw that yesterday. And it's pissing me off thinking about it because, come on, man. Like, they're missing like 2 or 3 offensive linemen. And we weren't missing anybody on defense, on the defensive line. And we couldn't get to him because he can't run. He's not mobile. So get to him. Frustrating. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. So that's the bad. And the part of the bad, I want to say this too. That loss, I was there at the game. And that loss reminds me of our Super Bowl loss. The stakes weren't as high. We weren't playing the Chiefs. And we weren't in the Super Bowl. And we weren't in Vegas. But it was the same goddamn thing. Double-digit lead in the fourth quarter. And we lose. That's frustrating. That's the bad. Now, let's get to the ugly. That could have been part of the ugly. Maybe it should have been. I'm kind of freestyling right now. The ugly. Special teams. These damn special teams, man. That's the ugly. Special teams. We're controlling the game. We're handling our business. They go to punt, which would have put this even more in a position for us to win. And guess what? Same thing we've seen plenty of times even from Seattle. Like, this is what happens every now and then to us in a tight game. Right? We gave up a fake punt when we could have drilled them, got the ball, and put this out of reach. What did we go and do? We gave up a fake punt. And that right there, a lot of people aren't like harping on that. That was the catalyst. That was what changed the entire game. That fake punt changed everything. Fake punt. Special teams. The ugly. So now we have the fake punt to change the whole dynamic of the game. Guess what else we failed on in special teams? I'm gonna say that I'm gonna go to this next because I wanted to bring up Jake Moody's missed field goal, but that's a conversation I want to have after. So I'm gonna switch it up. But the special teams, another big special teams play that burned us was the punt at the end of the game to some unknown guy that I have no effing clue who he is, where he came from, or why he's on the Rams, but he got that MFer and took like 50-yard punt return. A 50-yard punt return with the game on the goddamn line. If that ain't the most frustrating thing I've ever seen, I don't know what is. A 50-yard punt return. I'm just saying 50. I don't know what it was, but it might as well have been 50. Maybe it was 50. Maybe it was a little shorter. But you get what I'm saying, man. 50-yard punt return with the game on the line to a no-name person I'd never heard of. I read something that said it was the first time he's touched the ball that whole game. Damn. So you allow that? Special teams, the ugly. Then I'm going to get to my boy Jake Moody. Well, hold on. Before I do that, special teams, y'all gave up that block against the Vikings. That was another game changer. So your special teams are effing us over right now. If our special teams handled their damn business, maybe we wouldn't have had 2 losses in a row. I'm not into firing anybody because everybody got jobs and that's how they feed their family. But if you don't want to do your goddamn job, you might have to get the hell out of here. Special teams coach. I ain't even going to call you out by name because like I said, I don't like doing that to people. Because they do a job that I can't do. But I'm frustrated and I'm tired of this. So back to Moody. This is another frustrating thing for me because a lot of the faithful talk a lot of crap about Moody. They talk down on Moody. And I don't know. Maybe do I drink the Kool-Aid too much, guys? Am I drinking the Kool-Aid too much? Tell me. If I am, let me know in the freaking comments. Because for Moody, he's 6 out of 7. He missed 1 field goal. Yes, it was costly. Yes, if he hit it, we probably could have won. But you asked him to hit a 55-yarder. You asked him to hit a 55-yarder, which he is very capable of hitting. He's very capable of it. But should we have asked him to kick a 55-yarder? I guess Kyle doesn't believe in the defense. I don't know. I'm frustrated. I'm trying to figure this out because I like Moody a lot. But I understand he missed a great, not a great, but he missed a kick that would have been a great, way to help us seal the win. And he's missed a couple over his career that we could, that hurt us a lot. But it's like, yo, what are y'all looking at, man? Y'all going in on Moody like it's his fault? Stop blaming the fucking kicker. Stop blaming him. Really. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, but stop blaming the kicker. He just kicks balls. Right? No diddy. But he just kicks balls, man. He just kicks the ball and it's not on him. Unless it's literally a game winner, he just kicks the ball. We had all other opportunities to win the game. So stop trying to blame the kicker because he missed a 55-yarder. Do y'all understand how far 55 yards are? That's a long kick. He's in the second year. Like I said, I wish he would have hit it, but he didn't. But ease up on him, man. He's not Robbie Gould. But ease up on him. Ease up on him. He's done a great job for us. He's 6 out of 7. But y'all want him to be 10 out of 10, 20 out of 20, 30 out of 30 at the end of the year. That's not possible. No kicker is perfect. I even saw, I think it was last week, the kicker from the Ravens. He missed one that he normally doesn't miss. It happens, guys. So stop trying to blame the kicker because the offense and defense don't get their shit together. Our offense had our shit together last game, but I'm just saying overall, stop trying to blame the kicker. That everyone handles the business, it will not come down on the kicker. And we got a second-year kicker that has done great. He performed well in the Super Bowl. He performed well last year. Yeah, he missed field goals, but it's not his. He's not costing us games. I'm tired of hearing y'all say he costs us games. He's not. It's our defense. It's our offense sometimes. The kicker is just a luxury. And if you handle your business, it will never come down to him. So stop blaming him for a missed 55-yarder. Y'all couldn't even hit a 15-yarder. You couldn't even go on Madden and hit a 30-yarder. Like, chill out. So that's the ugly. Also, I want to add to the ugly this is the real ugly. Because I was bringing up Moody, but the real ugly is Ronnie Bell. Ronnie Bell. And drop passes. We had at least 6 or 7 drop passes yesterday. Brock only had like 8 incompletions. So we had all them drop passes. And what are you doing, Bell? I watched the replay a couple of times. It was like he had cement hands and he didn't want to catch it. And people are calling for him to get cut. People are calling for him to get out of here. And I understand it. But I'm a different kind of guy when it comes to that. I don't like seeing people lose their jobs. I'm not going to call for someone to lose their job. I'm not going to call for someone to lose their job doing something that I can't do. That's not what I'm going to do. I will ask for more out of you, but I would never be like, yo, cut this guy, get rid of him. I may say like, yo, it may be time to think about it, but I would never 100% say get rid of somebody that can do something I can't do. I have too much respect for them guys. But Ronnie Bell, your days are numbered, bro. They're numbered. You cost us the game. See, y'all talking about Jake Moody and all this other shit. You cost us the game, Ronnie Bell. And I like you. I really like you. I wanted you to succeed. I wanted to see you ball. I remember that touchdown you caught against the Giants. That was last year. That was so nice, and I was so happy and proud of you, bro. But this is football, man. And you chose to wear number 10 as well. And if you're going to wear number 10, your ass better ball out. Because if not, they're going to be on your head. And they are. Because I'm not going to go into it, but Niners, we know what it is for number 10. And how we don't like that number. Okay. Let's get to the good, man. Let's get to the good. I'm not going to sit here and talk about bad stuff all day. Because there's some good. There's always some good. Hopefully there's some good you can take out of anything. Any loss you take. But the good. Y'all see that number 13 on my shoulders. Number 13. Brock Purdy. Brock mother effing Purdy. And if you know me. And if you follow anything I've done on this stuff, you know I've always supported Brock. I supported that boy from day one, and I said he was going to be great. When he came in that game against Miami and did what he did, out of nowhere, I was convinced. Yeah, probably biased, but I was convinced. And yesterday was another convincing moment. Everybody got so much to say about Brock Purdy. Grant Cohn, shut the F up, bro. Shut up. Because everybody got so much to say about Brock Purdy and what he can't do and what his limitations are and how he's only doing this because of the players he has around him. Right? Everybody got something to say. Because they got it wrong. They got it wrong. So everybody has something to say. And guess what? Yesterday, he should shut y'all up. He should shut y'all up. 20 for 30. And remember, 6 or 7 drops. Right? Remember that. So 20 for 30. 292 yards. 3 touchdowns. 41 yards rushing. That is an elite stat line when you don't have Debo, you don't have McCaffrey, you don't have Kittle. He put the numbers up without any of them boys. I don't give a damn who he was playing, or people try to say, oh, the Rams, they're injured too. I don't give a damn. It's the NFL. We just lost to the Rams. So don't try to play me and try to tell me that, oh, the Rams were missing players, and that's why Brock Purdy cut their ass up. No, that's not why. Brock Purdy cut their ass up because he's elite. And I've been telling y'all, Brock Purdy is elite. He's elite. I understand a lot of other people don't get it. I get it. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't watch everything. Y'all don't watch every play. Y'all don't watch every down he does. So y'all don't get it. Y'all just watch highlights and the narratives. But us faithful, we know what it is. We know Brock Purdy's elite, and we know that's our quarterback of the future. So stop playing on Brock Purdy's name. I'm so tired of having to come up here and tell y'all to stop playing with him. Because if any of you little guys, any of y'all little haters, if any of y'all understand football, you understand just how good Brock Purdy is. So we shouldn't have to convince you. You should already know. I'm about tired of trying to convince people. Because his players should have convinced you already. So Brock Purdy is our guy, and we're going to ride with him. Last thing I want to say, man. That boy Jennings is elite. Jennings is looking great. Ayuk, we're going to need you to come through and get it back together. Hey, guys, give me 1 second. I got to go grab something. Somebody's knocking. I'm sorry to do this. My bad. I'm back. So let's get back to what I said. Look. Jennings, 11 catches, 175 yards, 3 touchdowns. A lot of people are saying, oh, we should have gave Jennings the money instead of Ayuk. I understand. But calm down, guys. Just calm down a little bit. Jennings is a very good receiver. He's going to be great for us, and that's why they re-signed him. That's why they brought him back. He's one of my favorites on the team. But don't get it twisted. Okay? Don't get it twisted. Brandon Ayuk is still a top-tier receiver. What a lot of people have to understand, he missed a lot of time. He missed a lot of time. The timing is off. He's not in football shape. I personally thought that this game he would be pretty much 100%, but he still looks like he's not there. So with that being said, I understand that a lot of fans are frustrated with Brandon Ayuk, but let's not put our damn players against each other. You know what I mean? Like let's not do that. Jennings is a baller. Ayuk is a baller. Y'all stop acting like you don't remember. Stop acting like you don't get it. Like Ayuk is a gamer. He's physical. He does everything the right way except for his contract negotiation. That's something we can't handle. That's out of our hands, right? That's out of our hands. But don't get it twisted. He is still an elite receiver. He just got to work himself into game shape. And I keep thinking this is going to be the game, so eventually it got to be the game. But the guy is still who he is. He didn't just drop off. He's rusty. So please stop disrespecting him, man. Like this is our team, guys. This is our team. If you're a Niner, you're the faithful. This is our team, right? This is our team. So try to be positive. Stop always looking for a reason to talk down on them. These guys are busting their ass for us and for themselves and for their families, but they are going hard and they are trying. Do you really think Brandon Ayuk don't want to do well, or he's like, yeah, let me take it easy? Nah, that boy want to win just like all of us fans want him to win and want us to win. So just chill. It's only the third game of the damn season. Everyone's sounding an alarm like the season's over. I get it. We got a lot of injuries. I get it. I understand that. But we also have a lot of talent. So as these players start coming back, we're going to get better. Now, this CMC has to go to Germany to look into his Achilles tendonitis. So that's very concerning. Like, anytime you got to go out of the damn country to look into an injury is not good. Not at least for the short term. And that's why the damn Niners should have won last Super Bowl. I'm not going to go into that. That's a whole nother subject. But look, that's all I wanted to touch on. Let me look at my notes real quick, make sure I didn't miss anything, man, because this is the last stand. We went over the good, the bad, the ugly. We finished it with the good, which is Brock Purdy, which is Jennings. Oh, and another one. Okay, let me touch on this real quick. Cowing. Right? Cowing. We have seen Brock Purdy will launch that motherfucker. He is a quarterback that goes for it. He goes for the gusto. He is not afraid to put it on the line and go for it. So why not give Cowing some opportunities to blow the top off and see where it goes? Because Purdy has shown he's with the shits. He will try to eat you up. Sometimes it's frustrating because we know he has a check down right there, but he said, nope. I'm going for the gusto. And most of the time it's worked out. And it will continue to. So let's give Cowing. Come on, man. Come on, Shanahan. I know you don't like playing rookies. But, like, look, we got to start giving that threat to blow the top off. The Vikings stacked 8 in the box all game. That's why our running game was limited. Because they stacked 8 in the box. But guess what? If you got somebody that can blow that top off, that can take it, they may play that differently. And that's what we want. We can't keep having teams stack the box on us. And despite them doing that, what happened? Brock Purdy still played his ass off, man. And that's how I'm going to end this. I'm going to end this on a good note. If anybody knows me, you see my jersey. It's that Brock Purdy white. Anybody know me, they know how much I love Brock Purdy. I look at him like a kid. He's like a son of mine. My daughter the same age as him. So I have a lot of love for him, and I'm going to be very defensive when it comes to him. And I told y'all all year last year and all offseason in the first few games that Brock Purdy is elite. Brock Purdy is a top 5 quarterback, and he ain't number 5. He's in the top 3 if you ask me, but I know a lot of people say I'm biased. But look, I watch him every game. I watched a lot of football in my entire life. I watched a lot. I ain't seen nobody that just impresses me more than Brock Purdy. That's my guy. I'm going to rock with him. I'm going to come at anybody that tries to slander him, especially now. Because he shows y'all against the Rams that, look, he's elite. No Christian McCaffrey, no Debo, no Kittle. Boy still put up major numbers. So he passed the test for me, but he passed that test for me a long time ago. It's the rest of the world that needs to catch up. So look, I hope y'all watch this. I hope y'all enjoy it. Don't ring the alarm yet, okay? Look, don't ring the alarm yet. It is only week 3. There's plenty of football to be played. There are plenty of things to happen. There's a lot that's going to happen in the next 3 to 5 weeks. The Niners just need to stay afloat. Need to beat the Patriots. They need to beat the Cardinals. I know we have the Seahawks coming up. These are divisional games. They're not as easy as we saw yesterday. But these are winnable games. Despite all our injuries, and some of these guys are going to start coming back. So just keep the faith faithful. Stop trying to look to blame everybody. This is football. We're going to lose some games. We're not going to go 15, 17-0. We're not going to go 16-1. We're going to lose some games, and we've lost some. So learn to deal with it. And just be faithful and understand we still got a chance at it. As long as we're not mathematically eliminated, we have a chance. We have talent. Remember that. I'm going to get with y'all. I hope y'all watch it. Like I said, watch, like, subscribe. I'm going to get better at this. I know y'all see my background. That's that background when you just starting off. I'm just starting off. So I appreciate all y'all support. I appreciate y'all followers. Appreciate y'all views. I appreciate the faithful, because I'm the faithful. I represent the faithful, and so do y'all. So look, don't let these people get you down. A game is 17 seasons. I mean, a season is 17 games now. 2 games don't define shit. Just remember that, faithful. We're going to get back at it. Let's get back on the track. Sunday against the Patriots. Now, if we lose against the Patriots, I'm going to be mad. It's going to be a different video. But I don't feel like we're going to lose. So I'll get with y'all. I appreciate y'all. Please check me out, man. It's your boy AB from the Bay of LA. Tap in with me. Bang, bang. Niner gang. We ain't worried about a goddamn thing.